everyone, in this video we would discuss the role of judicial review in administrative actions. So first of all we need to understand what is judicial review. We know that in every kind of sports there is a person called as referee who oversees adherence to the rules in the sporting event. So, within the domain of administrative acts, judicial review serves as a procedure wherein courts review government body decisions and actions to determine whether or not they comply with existing laws or principles, which means judicial review's function can crudely be compared to the function of a referee in a game. That judicial review ensures that administrative actions are in line with the current law and rules are followed and upheld. In essence, judicial review serves as a protection to guarantee that administrative agencies respect citizens' rights and function within the law. In order to prevent any possible abuse of power, the judiciary's formal scrutiny aims to strike a balance between respecting the administrative authority's discretionary powers and the rule of law, the prevalence of the law. So now we understand what is judicial review. We now need to understand that what are the principles underlying the concept of judicial review. Some of the principles that underlies this concept are legality, fairness and due process, constitutional compatibility, proportionality, and respect for legal boundaries. So, at its core, judicial review demands that governmental actions comply with established laws. Courts scrutinize decisions to confirm their alignment with statutory provisions and constitutional mandates. In this way, it ensures legality of the administrative actions. And then, judicial review safeguards the principles of fairness and due process, ensuring that administrative decisions are not arbitrary and are made impartially, and that individuals affected have an opportunity to be heard. It cannot be arbitrary and taken as a matter of just discretion, sacrificing the rights of the citizens or those who will be affected by the law. And also, there is a fundamental principle that involves assessing whether government actions align with constitutional provisions, as we discussed in the first point of legality. So, that legality can be extended to understand the judicial review also ensures that the laws are constitutionally compatible and are not against what the constitution wants the laws to be. Then it is about proportionality. Judicial review considers the proportionality of administrative actions, ensuring that the response is reasonable and not excessive in relation to the issues at hand. For example, if people gather for a peaceful protest and the administration says that must shoot them, do a massacre. So it cannot happen in a democracy like India because judiciary will intervene and such an administrative order cannot be carried out. So to disperse them if they are causing trouble, the police has to use tear gas or some other proportional means. In this way, we see that because of the power with the judiciary, the administrative actions are also kept within limits and it ensures that administrative actions are proportional to the issues they face. And then we have respect for legal boundaries. Judicial review sets boundaries on government authority, preventing overreach. It aims to curtail that fall outside the legal scope defined by statutes and the constitution. It aims to ensure that the administration does not step into the judiciary's domain or does not do anything that is against what the law wants it to be. So that is the basic principle that collectively guides the judiciary in its role of scrutinizing administrative decisions, fostering a system where government actions are not only effective but also just, lawful, and respective of individual rights. Now, to extend the discussion further, we would move on to the scope of administrative discretion and the need and role of judicial review in safeguarding citizens' rights in light of the limits of administrative discretion. So, these two points are interrelated, and the second point is a follow-up of what we'll understand for the scope of administrative discretion. So, administrative discretion grants governmental bodies the authority to make decisions based on expertise and context. While essential for effective government, governments, its scope is not boundless. The limits of administrative discretion are defined by legal frameworks, ensuring decisions remain within the statutory boundaries. The need for judicial review arises from the imperative to safeguard citizens' rights amidst the exercise of administrative discretion. While administrative bodies possess the authority to make decisions, the inherent limits on that decision are crucial. Judicial review acts as a vigilant safeguard, ensuring that administrative actions remain within the legal boundaries and respect constitutional principles. Sorry for that pop-up. We would continue that judicial review provides a mechanism for citizens to challenge potentially overreaching decisions, serving as a check against abuses of power. By scrutinizing the limits of administrative discretion, judicial review upholds the delicate balance between effective governance and the protection of individual rights, reinforcing the rule of law and fostering a just and accountable system. Now, we would briefly see the challenges that the judiciary faces in its functioning for the judicial review of administrative actions. The first and the most important is that the judicial system is overburdened. Many judicial systems grapple with excessive caseloads, leading to delays in the adjudication of cases. This hampers the effectiveness of judicial review, as timely scrutiny is essential for upholding the rule of law. The second point is political interference and populism. The independence of the judiciary can be threatened by political interference or populist sentiments. Governments may attempt to influence judicial decisions, undermining the impartiality and autonomy required for effective judicial review. And then there are resource constraints. We all know that there are insufficient resources, both human and financial, which can impede upon the judiciary's ability to conduct thorough and timely reviews. The limitation may compromise the quality of scrutiny and limit access to justice. There are a pathetically low number of judges or stenos or the people required in courts and legal forums to assist in its proper functioning. So that leads to resource constraints. And then we have technological advancements. The rapid advancement of technology introduces new legal complexities, such as issues related to data privacy, artificial intelligence, and cybercrime. Courts may find it challenging to interpret laws and precedents in these evolving concepts. And then lastly, there is a need for balancing of judicial review with national security considerations, which can be challenging, especially during emergencies. Courts may face dilemmas in upholding individual rights while addressing broader security concerns. For example, when people are arrested under the Unlawful Prevention of Unlawful Activities Act or on charges of terrorism, they can be arrested for preventive reasons and not after it is confirmed that they are involved in terrorism. So that time their individual right of not getting arrested without a warrant is being compromised, but that is needed for national security concern. But here, while the administrative action of arrest was necessary, it is tough for the courts to determine that what to hold higher in this scenario, the individual's right that was arrested or the broader security concern that the nation may face if that person was actually a terrorist. So that is the present scenario and the challenges involved with the process of judicial review. Now, in conclusion, we can say that the historical evolution and the contemporary challenges surrounding judicial review underscore its enduring significance as a cornerstone of democratic governance. From its roots in English common law to landmark cases shaping constitutional principles, judicial review has evolved into a vital mechanism for safeguarding citizens' rights globally. The intricate balance it strikes between respecting administrative discretion and preventing abuse of power remains crucial in upholding the rule of law. However, in the current landscape, challenges such as overburdened judicial systems, political interference, and technological complexities demand vigilant attention. As we navigate these challenges, it becomes imperative for judiciaries worldwide to adapt, ensuring the continued effectiveness of judicial review in addressing emerging issues while maintaining public trust. Ultimately, the evolution and challenges of judicial review highlights its resilience and adaptability. By taking on these obstacles head on, courts can strengthen their position as defenders of constitutional principles, giving people a strong shield against the capricious behavior and a resolute defender of individual rights in the dynamic fabric of governance. Thanking you with this, signing off, Vidisha Banerjee.